I'm tired. Where the hell are my streams? Stupid dashboard button doesn't work. Okay, the stream is working. What are my settings? Alright. Why do I have to pee now? God damn it. Alright, I lied. I do have to pee now. Damn it. Oh my god, Mom, that's so stupid. After we saw the explosion, we hear the machine go swoop, followed by the sound of the glass of the crystal tower shattering. This was so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you and say I'm probably gonna story mode the cross-examination. Because I don't want to press every statement, man. Because okay. In hindsight, when I was doing the what's it called? When I was in like Madame Two Spell's place, and there was that conversation with Sholmes, after you find out he's not a wax figure and blah blah blah. It's like the conversation topics, and then there's 3 of them, and only the very bottom one actually advanced the plot. It's just like, that is how Ace Attorney works. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna story mode this one too. Alright. Yeah, okay, I'll try. The corpse that went crashing through the crystal tower had a broken neck. I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection, that's all. That was my mistake. But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury, a fatal wound. There was a lesion in his chest where he'd been clearly stabbed by something sharp right in the heart. The defense knew nothing of this critical information. The prosecution received this... Oh shit, dude, what the fuck is Van Zeeks, man? This guy is just fucking morbing out here. The prosecution received this report from the forensic investigation team only this morning. That was the first we knew of it as well. I can only apologize for the impossibility of informing the defense. What am I trying to say? I like how this is like the exact opposite of Edgeworth. Instead of Edgeworth being like updated autopsy, fucking idiot. Van Zieks is just like, yeah, sorry about that. Sarcastic and insincere, thanks. Oh, well, shit, never mind. So what was the nature of this sharp object? Among the accused tools that were in use at the demonstration, one is of particular interest. This. Yes. That would appear to be some... Oh, screwdriver. Yeah, whatever. My trusty little companion, Andrew. Andrew, of course. Do you know each other already? He's one of my dear friends, like all my tools. I've named them all, you know. We're one big happy family. Andrew is my flathead screwdriver, of course. His brother Michael is a crosshead. Well, it would appear that your beloved Andrew has a red stain on his shank. That isn't... It's blood. Beyond all reasonable doubt. No. And that's not all. The long, sharp shape of this Andrew fellow is completely consistent with the victim's wound. What? I'm not doing that. The court will enter this friend of the defendant as evidence. Wow. So, one of Professor Harebrain's tools is the murder weapon? Great. So the victim was killed before he went anywhere, and this fella's the only one who could have done it. Oh. What grounds do you have for saying that? Do you really need to ask? There were only 2 people on that public experimentation stage in front of the whole crowd. The victim, Mr. Odiasman, and the accused, Professor Harebrain. And we know for certain that before the experiment, the victim was alive. That's right! I saw him with my own eyes! Furthermore, following the explosion and kinesis, nobody went anywhere near the body. Yeah, no, I have no idea how to do fucking Van Ziek's voice. Fuck that.
Great Scott!
In other words, only someone else on stage with the victim could have possibly done it. Wow.
Excuse me!
Professor Harebrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here? Look at that afro jiggle. Professor! Sorry. I was just calculating the optimum coefficient for electrolysis to separate molecules in the human body. And the witness stand is the best place for that? It seemed as though you might have something to say about Inspector Gregson's last remark. Fuck that, I don't have to read. Yes, that's right, of course. He just said that nobody else could have done it, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim, eh? I don't know, but there's no way that I could have possibly stabbed Mr. Asman as you say. Eh? Explain, please, Professor. Of course. Oh shit. Whatever. Of course. This cold-hearted policeman may not be aware, I suppose. But humans are warm-blooded mammals with blood running continuously through their veins. I had heard. Then surely, you see, if I had plunged something the size of Andrew into the man's chest, the whole stage would have been a bloodbath. No, a blood swimming pool. But thousands of Londoners were watching me at the time. And yet, not one of them claims to have seen a swimming pool of blood. Well, no, I suppose not. You see, not one. True. I didn't see anything like that. Well done, Professor. That was a great counter-argument. Skull. Oh, glass. Pray forgive the discourtesy if I savor a drop from my hollowed chalice to accompany my old friend's adducing. Here's to you, Albert. Oh, you're too kind, Baroque. Baroque? Barack. Is it actually pronounced Barack? Is this guy, like, literally just Obama? How do you fucking pronounce his name? Fireball. No, you're not. You've neglected to mention one crucial possibility. I have? A particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound. Of course. Barrick, kind of like Derek. Barrick? Really? Okay, hold on. Let me go pull something up. All right. Let me go see. Let me go see if Google has something for me. What? What the fuck is this? Okay. Alright. Google Translate. Alright, I completely misspelled it. Alright. English. Alright.
Barack.
I guess he's just Obama?
Barack.
Okay, it's asking me to translate from Turkish, so if I select Turkish...
Baroque.
Barack, I mean... Yeah, he's just Obama. He's just fucking Obama. Okay. Alright, Mr. fucking Barack. Oh, that's really funny. Why is my room so damn hot all the time? Inspector, enlighten the court, please. Yes, sir. Where are they going with this? Very well. You will amend your formal testimony now, Inspector Gregson. The weapon the victim was stabbed with must have been left in his body while he was beamed through the air. Oh. Okay. I've seen this unusually shaped handle before. It's the same screwdriver that was lodged in the grill on the floor of the kinesis machine. Which could be important information. Wow. Oh yeah, it can't be left in the body because, you know... Because, yeah, we found it on the floor. Objection! Wow! You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Isn't that unequivocal? Why would you say it like... Just say, isn't that right? Isn't that correct? Why the fuck would you say, isn't that unequivocal? Fucking... his name is based on Baroque. Oh! Okay, Baroque. Okay, that makes 20 times more sense. It's Baroque. Alright. Even his name is a pun. Look, there was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is if the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping any heavy bleeding. It's common medical knowledge, my learned friend, even on your side of the world. Yes, but about this screwdriver. The thing is, we actually saw it at the scene ourselves, on the experimentation stage. What? It was on the floor by the wreckage of the machine, poking through a metal grill. I went to pick it up, but the detective here stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Gregson? Well, now you come to mention it, yes. Inspector, are we to understand that you permitted the defense counsel to investigate? That you contravened the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. I just let him look, nothing more. I was very clear he wasn't a touch a thing. Yes, that's true. This screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it? What are you getting at? If this tool had been in the victim's body when the victim was beamed away by the machine, then it shouldn't have still been on the stage. Dude, did we really have to spell it out? That's right. It should have been beamed across to the Crystal Tower along with Mr. Assman, and have been found still lodged in the victim's chest. Wow. I like how he's acting like it's a personal insult that it's wrong. How do you explain this, Inspector? I don't... It looks as though everything the victim had on his person moved with him when he was beamed. Do you think Gregson can digest non-fried food? No, he's like Doug, you know? He needs to, like, take shots of olive oil. It's the same kind of thing. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously, that should have been beamed to the destination as well. You... Why is he so angry? This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we're still basing arguments on the assumption that it actually did take place. Alright, time to tighten the screws here. My lord, if the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Bruh. Lord Van Zeke's stumped. The fuck? Was that harebrained? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I'm not. Screwdriver joke, did you catch it? Wow. Do you have something to say, witness? Yes, I knew it. Also, yeah, this dude's voice is like way too shrill for me to fucking replicate. Fuck that. It bears out. The equations hold. Mr. Naruhodo, don't worry. About what? Without delving into the details, there is no inconsistency. What? Even if Andrew had been lodged in Mr. Asman's chest, my trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations. What? Yes, testify against yourself. Bruh. It would seem your illusions have been shattered. Clearly, we should hear the accused's explanation. Or should I say, this brilliant scientist's explanation? Just when I found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument, the literal first one of the entire fucking trial. Scientists. Science. Very well. The defendant will testify again. Provide us with the scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency asserted by the defense fails to hold. In the name of Apollo, I will, my lord. Oh. I guess Gregson lists activity. Oh my god, apologies. To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research. My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence, the metal weapon would have stayed put. In other words, the point raised by Mr. Naruhodo just isn't an inconsistency at all. Mr. Asman was a patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been possible. Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together. So, the thrust of your testimony, Professor, is that based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis. In other words, shit. In other words, since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency. And therefore, Professor Albert Harebrain could still have been the killer. My great hypothesis holds, you see? We had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood, for that very reason. I was not addressing you, witness. Professor Harebrain. Yes? Whose side are you on here? I don't take sides, Mr. Naruhodo. No, no, no. My only interest lies in upholding my hypothesis. I'm a scientist, after all. Is he working for us or against us? It's really hard to tell. Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend. Yes, fire away, Mr. Naruhodo. This is why Phoenix Wright is an anti-vaxxer. Bro, the fucking leap in logic there is like so fucking massive. Just anti-science lineage. It's fucking... God damn it. To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research. My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence, the metal weapon would have just stayed put. Objection! Oh, just bit by bit. Professor Harebrain, you say that according to your hypothesis, nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right? What's in the fucking image? Oh, I guess like the glasses or something? Or the coat? Okay, yeah, I mean, there's sort of metal here. Okay, fair enough. I definitely would have taken a while to pick that one up. Okay. Yes, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct. In that case, I'd ask you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene. I'm gonna eat gold leaf and get into kinesis machine. Stupid. In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. You can clearly see that Mr. Asman is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim. What? Metal? No, metal can't... That's not... Metal? Hey, we've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted that outcome, it should also have predicted that the metal rim spectacles would be found in the same place. Professor Harebrain, this isn't easy for me to say, but your hypothesis is clearly flawed. Wow. Order. Counsel, what is the implication of this? If, on the day in question, the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on the stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit. But my hypothesis is sound! I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all my work. Silent objection. If I could say something here in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society. Yes, juror number 4, go ahead. As a man of science, there's one thing I simply cannot abide, and that's a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science. Wait, great Scott, are you suggesting my science is suspect? It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. In other words, the whole demonstration was a complete nonsense from start to finish. Believe me, my fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a heel, a bounder, and a fraud. No Oxford comma. I say, the wreckage of that machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined. No. Fuck it. No, never! The machine is the entire... Oh, shit. That machine is the essence of my entire hypothesis! It's protected by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. I fucking hate saying dispensation. Dispensation is like my least favorite word. Like, I fucking hate saying this thing. I love how Ryunosuke argued that the kinesis was real until it no longer benefited. I don't want to play with this theory anymore. What the devil is this? Oh shit. What the devil is that blasted act all about, eh? Who made up such a daft rule? I don't like the way this seems to be going. What's the best way for me to help the professor? Objection! Professor Harebrain has yet to perfect his invention. That would be... Oh shit. That would seem to be the case, yes. But even so... Even so, what? Going to such trouble and expense to create a fake machine to display in public. He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing, except he does, but... Okay.
Objection!
Objection! Yeah, Again, fucking fuck this guy. He had an obvious reason to do exactly that. For the research grant money. If the government was foolish enough to have deemed the man's ridiculous notion plausible, he and his conspirators would have received a handsome sum indeed. Conspirators? What would be the value of such a grant? 10 pounds? You're an order of magnitude out, madam. 500 pounds a year. You could live and some on that for... I really, honestly hate this juror. Like, this juror is both a butt ugly, does not look like it belongs in the game, and is, like, really fucking annoying in terms of lines and, you know, the accent. This is, like... I really hope juror number 5 has, like, 0 fucking importance here. The Society's notion... Oh, shit. The Society's noticed an increase in bogus public demonstrations in the field of science recently. Alright, I just started dying. Oh my god, my room is so fucking hot. Bro. Fucking juror number 5. Get this bitch out of here. Shit. I didn't read the message. And plenty of scientists arguing with each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. People's greed is oh shit. Plenty motive enough for murder, I assure you. No! I haven't deceived anyone, least of all the government. My hypothesis is sound, the science is sound. Please, you must believe me. No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported instantly to the Crystal Tower. Which means that the experiment was... Alright, now he argues in favor of the experiment when it's favorable for him. I see how this trial is going. We're just gonna make fucking shit up and just roll with whatever is the best outcome for you. I got it. I got it.
Ah, Baroque.
And therefore, the only person who could have committed the murder is the accused.
Ah, Baroque.
Where is this heading? I have no idea. My lord, if I may.
Yes, Lord Van Zieks.
The prosecution would like to summon new witnesses to the stand.
New witnesses. What would be the nature of their involvement?
They were spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition, who were occupying special seats.
Eyewitnesses? Very well. The court grants the prosecution's request. I should very much like to hear from eyewitnesses to the incident.
The prosecution's stance is clear. This experiment was no popsicle. Fuck. The accused killed the financier. Financier. I don't know what that word is. The financier victim there on the public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend.
Oh, yes.
It's time for you to make your own stance clear.
There's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me? Financier. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be and, but yeah, financier. Financier? Financier? Financier. I mean, you say finance like finance, not finance, so... I don't know.
Recess puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, and I'm not gonna give a shit about the out-of-court garbage, so... Oh, to be continued. Well, I guess that's trial part 1, I guess. Okay. You know, Ace Attorney is a much shorter game when you, like, don't have to play. Not having to press every statement is, like, actually such a fucking time save. Please don't say investigation. Okay, trial part 1. "23rd of October." Oh,
Mr. Naruhodo, what on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along? My hypothesis! My amazing hypothesis! You've been picking holes in it from the start! Sorry about that. But you promised me... You said that you proved that dreaded explosion was an accident, not murder. You said you'd keep my precious invention from falling into anyone else's hands. But all you've done so far is try to undermine me. Yes, I did make you a promise. You're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there? But if I just run through some equations... Yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete. Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he? Oh my god! You're right. You're so right. It is my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster, not just as a scientist, but as a human being. Orange text. Well, that might be a little over the top. And while we're on the subject, what about Barack? Baroque. Fucking Obama. He's being awful. Claiming his old Claiming his old university friend to be a murderer, you mean? He's a disaster, not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being. Oh, but no. Wait, he's a Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapiens anymore.
Glad that's cleared up.
Can I double check something with you? Yes? What? The machine and the demonstration you prepared, they were based entirely on your hypothesis, I presume. There was no trickery involved? I drew the plans for the machine with my very own hands. Every line was painstakingly drawn with a firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet, but please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it. Alright, Professor, I understand.
Counsel, defend it. The prosecution's witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is about to be in session again. Make your way into the courtroom, please.
My hypothesis! Fucking screaming, crying Thanos snap emoji, but like with the afro. If the professor's hypothesis is sound, as he claims, it leaves him as the only person who could have possibly killed the victim. But on the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant.
A practical implementation, such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition, is quite impossible.
Shit, I don't know how to do a voice. What's the difference between a hypothesis and a hyperthesis? A hypothesis is like a little baby, a little subby bitch boy. A hyperthesis, that's like, this is correct, and no debate about it. I am just fucking with you though. Yeah, no. Is hyperthesis a fucking word? Hold on. Because like hypo is a thing. So like hyperthesis. No, there's no such thing as a hyperthesis. Yeah, no, it's just made up. If hyperthesis is a real word, I'm gonna fucking lose it. No, it's not. Oh, that was a 20-minute recess. That's crazy. You know, let me go hide my cursor on Streamlabs. There we go. It didn't work.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court.
Check.
Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify?
The prosecution is ready, my lord.
As is the defense, my lord.
So, Lord Van Zeeks, I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration on the day in question with their own eyes?
Indeed they did. And, as luck would have it, one of them is a police detective, so the testimony we are about to hear can be considered highly reliable.
Perfect. A detective of all people. Fucking clueless.
The prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration on the day in question was scientifically sound. And, consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time, the accused.
Thank you, Counsel.
The prosecution's position is clear. So, bringing forth your witnesses now.
Oh shit, bring forth what up?
Bailiff, show the witnesses in.
My Van Zeke's voice changes every fucking 2 seconds. Fuck it.
The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally.
And the bailiff is just like, bro, just give me a fucking name, goddammit. What a suspicious set of individuals, especially that one.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear.
Oh, there you go.
My name is Balthazar Loon. I am the impresario of all the hot air balloons in vicinity of the Esperimento stage.
Oh no, little German boy, don't go into that cave. Oh my god. Oh, make him Mario? Okay. Oh, it's the little German boy. Oh my god, this cave is full of Einblum smoking. Oh, fuck, dude, I can't do this. I actually can't do this. This one's way too fucking out there. This is like actually fucking impossible. My name... Fuck, this is impossible. My name is Wilhelm... Oh, I'm going in on... Am I... Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do my shitty fake accent. My name is Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund... Oh my fucking god, what is this? Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund Ormstein. Dude, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. My name is Wilhelm I have come to see the great exhibition, all the way from my home in Bohemia. Okay, whatever it is. Whatever. Fucking. How the fuck do I Marlowe? Nice balloon. I'm very rich. Thank you. Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective, even Sherlock Holmes agrees. I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got to go up in one of them balloons. It was amazing. Gina, again. Fucking blue Mario. God damn, how would I don't even have a Mario voice. Unless I do like my funny, like fucking, like anime Mario, or not anime, sorry. Saturday morning cartoon, like Super Mario Bros. Show Mario, like, hey Luigi. Like, the princess invited us over for some spaghetti. Oh, fuck me, dude. This is stupid. Yeah, I can't do Charles Martinet Mario. Like, Charles Martinet Mario is gonna be so fucking painful. He just has to be Italian, even if it needs to be the growly ass Mario. Fucking... I mean, like, there's... Dude, like, Charles Martinet Mario is gonna be, like, fucking impossible. Like, yahoo! Like, oh my god, dude, you gotta, like, jump an octave up for every single sentence. Alright, you know what? Hold on. We can just imitate Chris Pratt. Whoa! That's crazy. It's just normal fucking dude NYC. Alright. But she did mention that she'd seen the disaster from up in a balloon, actually, didn't she? And she clearly loved every minute of it. There were... Oh, shit. Not that growly. There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above. You make it sound like... Oh, shit, dude, I can't do that. You make it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only an altitude of circa 60 feet. Very low. Yeah, dude, I can't do these voices. They're like, they're too far gone for me. It's not It ain't it. It ain't it.
Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can ya? 60 feet.
About 18 man has like the fucking calculator like what the fuck is our feet?
Thank you for your introductions. Now you will give your formal testimony for the court.
Wait, 60 feet above 60 feet above the ground or above the stage? Okay, 60 feet above the ground. Wait, yeah, hold on. Wait, they were like stupid fucking close then. Like, that is such a low altitude to fly at. Like, fucking 60 feet? That's literally a 6-story building. What the hell?
Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who had a vantage point above the stage.
He's very rich. Oh my god.
It was an incidente terrible. I'm only grateful that my balloons were not damaged.
Yeah, okay, I'll do a half-assed Italian accent. Fucking. Wait, does he have an actual fucking, like, torch or candle or something in his hat? What the fuck? Wait, dude, that is so fucking dangerous. What the hell? Why would you have a hat like that?
There's this huge bang from the stage, and the next second another bang from the sky beside us. And from amid this smoke, And from amidst this smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere. The cage, it fell from the sky like a stone, and crashed into the crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the stage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna spend so much effort trying to do voices that, like, I'm not fucking paying attention to a single thing happening here. What? Alright. Huge bang from the stage. Another bang in the sky beside us. A cage appeared out of nowhere, then it fell from the sky into the crystal tower.
I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower.
Alright, so yeah, they're just saying that it materialized right next to them and fell. Okay.
A most extraordinary collective account, I must say. Could I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness's testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. Specifically, that there were 2 explosions?
More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places, yes. When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time carrying other passengers as well, to be clear. Then, as the power was supplied to the machine for the demonstration, the first explosion occurred. The so-called bird cage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, the second explosion occurred, directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witnesses. The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the crystal tower.
I was very surprised. Suddenly a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide.
This guy is just fucking buying balloons.
I still have lots of money.
You know what? This guy's goated. Hold on, what's his name again? His name's Gotts. Fucking Gotts lots of money? What the he's rich, yeah. I'm rich, you know. Wilhelm Gotts. Oh, Gotts rich Sigismund Ormstein. Okay, hold on. Let me go fucking decipher this thing. Wilhelm Gotts rich Sigismund Sigismund Gotts rich Sigismund Ormstein. Shit, yeah, okay. The second two, I don't get it, but yeah, fucking got rich. Balthazar Loon. Balthazar. I mean, it sounds balloon-ish. They are from Sherlock Holmes. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough then. I still have lots of money. I really like that. It just you have to end every fucking statement with "I have lots of money." I'm rich, by the way.
Precisely who is this curious infant?
I'm told he is a young noble of Bohemian royalty. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unannounced into the Great Exhibition.
Yeah, I am here in London on a sightseeing trip with my elementary school.
We will have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony.
Do we really need that? When I remove my mask, this is what I look like. Yes, I see. A delightful face, I'm sure. Yeah, everybody says so.
Great disguise, then.
The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the facts for the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the crystal tower where the victim fell. Therefore, only the accused, who was with Mr. Asman on the stage, could possibly have committed the murder.
Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. So, the defense's cross-examination now, please.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, literal child. Very rich, by the way.
It was incidente terrible. I'm only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. There's this huge bang from the stage, and then the next second another bang in the sky beside us.
So you actually saw the incident happen from up in the air?
Yep. It ain't amazing what a detective gets to do, eh? I'm telling you, Odo, being a lawyer's a mug game. You should join the force and we can go flying together.
You know me so well. Yes. Well, anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think?
Everything. We saw everything because we were up above it all.
Holy shit.
That dodgy cove climbing into the cage and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was that massive bang and the cage disappeared, just like that.
You are describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed by the electricity, I believe.
I didn't know what to make of it. But then there was another bang right in me ear. I looked around and there was a great, huge...
That is a child's voice, but one that I am not going to try to replicate.
I looked around and there was a huge, great fireball right next to us in the sky, and there was nothing there before.
Excuse me!
Master Gotts, does your memory of the day differ? My teacher at elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use their full name.
Yes. What was it again?
Wilhelm Gottsreich Sigismund Ormstein.
Just the four names, then?
The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gina Lestrade's last remark, perhaps? Oi, get it right, Odo. It's Inspector Lestrade. Why does everyone have a problem with how I addressed him? That is not what I saw.
Oh?
Yeah, there was a second explosion, and it was right next to our balloon. That is true. But I'm sure Which is what I said, innit? One minute there was nothing there, next a massive explosion. My teacher at elementary school said that when someone else is speaking, if you are rude enough to interrupt, you shall have the most awful life imaginable. Are all Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy?
Bro, man, dude. These like voices, these accents, these funny ass characters are actually going to be the death of me. Like, I can't do this. And then just buy another fucking balloon. Bro, this guy's gonna be fucking rolling in it by the end of this case. Just, I'd like to imagine that he's just letting go of the balloon every single time. And like by the end of the fucking court case, it's gonna be like 50 balloons like pinned to the ceiling. And then everyone's just gonna be like, alright, well fucking, we just have to wait for them to come down.
Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky.
A green balloon?
Eh? You what? I never saw nothing like that. Well, I did! I saw it, and you can't say I didn't. I will complain to the council. I will cry and scream. My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say it's a lie. That is not allowed. Playing the bleeding royalty card, are you? Typical.
Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Her Majesty's police.
In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your formal testimony. In the interest of cordial national relations between Great Britain and Bohemia. It was not the sky that exploded. It was a green balloon that was next to ours at the time. The cage. It fell right from the sky like a stone near the crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after crashing to the tower.
Alright, and now we gotta... Alright, scripted loop. Interesting.
The prosecution really is asserting that the demonstration would...
Okay. Now, I hit the story mode button, right? So why are we not pressing the fucking green balloon thing? Like, come on, what the fuck do you mean green balloon? The green balloon exploded? Did someone die? What happened? But what if it was actually some kind of switch around trick instead? That would mean that the victim was never actually on the stage in the first place. The victim was never actually on the stage in the first... So what? We saw some random ass guy on the stage, or I guess a wax model for my theory, and then they popped a fucking hot air balloon to fake teleportation? Is that like you drop from the sky because it's a hot air balloon? Is that what he's fucking trying to get at? Story mode will never move left. Game sucks. The two explosions would have thrown everyone watching into a panic for sure. I think I need to find out more about what exactly people saw at the time. It was an incidente terrible. Incidente terrible. You know, I'm really glad that they write out incidente terrible, because like that phrase alone kind of gets me in like sort of like in the mood to do the fucking voice. It's bad, it's a bad voice, but in the mood. Okay. Balloons were not damaged. Very curious. Oh, green balloon. Oh! 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 Okay, I get it.
Objection!
Mr. Loon. Is it Loon or Lune? I don't fucking know. In your testimony, you said that all three of the balloons you had operating at the time were undamaged. See, that is correct. That is completely different. Is he Spanish? Is he supposed to be Spanish, not Italian? Do the thing where you look at the evidence and instead of using the present button, use the story mode button. Option select. So true. Italian? Okay. See, that is correct. If they had been caught in the explosionists, it would have been terrible. Terrible. Whatever. Italian and Spanish do sound alike, though. Alright, well, shit. I just sound racist now. I wonder. If you... Oh.
I wonder if you might know what this is. I think it may be... See, part of a balloon. A burnt piece of fabric of the envelope. Sorry, the envelope? Pardon. That is a large round part of the balloon which becomes filled with hot air. It is from a very thick fabric laced with rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky. Colors weave to his memory. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Master Gotts testified, a green balloon did indeed explode that day. Huh? If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Loon, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence. Oh, balloon poppage. If a balloon exploded that day, why didn't the man say so? Maybe everyone on board was killed. Oh no, I spent 10 whole pounds for the experience? How awful. Seems to me those things crash 50% of the time anyway. The instantaneous kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage, the point of materialization shifted to a location occupied by a balloon, causing the balloon to explode. Yes, eminently plausible. An unfortunate traffic accident, as it were, but it changes nothing about the pertinent facts. This I cannot accept. Why not, Mr. Loon? You are suggesting that I am a liar. Okay, now I've just completely fucking flipped it. Alright, you know, I can't fucking do this shit. I actually can't fucking do this shit. Van Zeeks is literally arguing for telefrag. See, when he said that, I'm like, hold on, do we know the sciences of telefragging? Like, I don't think... Like, to assume that the instant kinesis would blow up the balloon and not anything else is a bold statement in itself. Like, you're really saying that, like, the balloon got telefragged? That persons died in a balloon incidente. There's no need to get fired up. God damn it. There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Loon. The victim was a sole fatality that day. That's right, and I prove it. Balthazar Loon is not a liar. There is no such balloon in the sky. It is non possible. Are you sure it's a well, no, that, yeah, non is like, yeah, that's not Spanish. Fuck, dude, I just sound stupid right now. You're saying it's impossible. Why? This court has more important matters to discuss than a number of balloons that were operating that day. Possible is also not Spanish, or terrible. Okay. I?
Objection!
Is that Spanish? But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord, the defense calls for further testimony from Mr. Loon. Boink! I concur. There's clearly more to the truth here than meets the eye. It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel. Witness, you will give supplementary testimony about the balloons you were operating at the exhibition. Ah. Oh shit. Grazie, my lord. Grazie. You kind of roll your R there? No? Grazie, my lord. I mean... Yahtzee, my lord. For UFC, the dice. I have rolled 5 6s. ZTD reference. Okay. I'll do this cross-examination and then I'll call it after that. As I said, Balthazar Lune is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, What a... explosion. Explosion. Fuck it. What a catastrophe. But you can't get away from the fact that a burnt-up bit of cloth was found at the scene, can you? I can think of at least one
Singular. More Zero Escape reference to be made during the course of this game. Truly beautiful.
The coppers at the yard reckoned there was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. This stupido ragazzo. Ragazzo. Is that racist? He's sounding kind of racist right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. This stupido ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway. So, your assertion is that the balloon this child saw was not one belonging to you? Si, exactamente. If he saw the balloon in the first place, I completely switched the accent again, okay. I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business, and I changed it one more time. I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia. If you attack us, oh shit. If you attack us, we will fight back. It will be war, out war. All out war, whatever. Coin? Okay. What happened to All Out War?
Ending trial part 1 so we can finish in time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll just do the cross-examination still. Mr. Loon certainly doesn't seem to be lying, but that doesn't change the fact that the testimony and evidence are contradictory here.
Could there not have been someone else running balloons? Is this really the only guy on the fucking planet who has a hot air balloon?
If the defense is unable to find fault with the witnesses' statements, the court must consider them the truth. Think long and hard on that, my learned friend.
The situation has clearly changed now. I have to get to the bottom of what happened here, no matter what it takes.
Counsel, you may now cross-examine the witness.
As I said, Balthazar Lune is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe! But you can't get around from the fact that a burnt-up bit of cloth was found at the scene, can ya? The coppers at the yard reckon there was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on stage. This stupido ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway.
You mean the color is wrong?
Si, senor. I do not have any green balloons in my warehouse. And yet, a piece of green cloth was found at the scene, and it's unmistakably from a balloon. Well, I do not know how that can be.
Hold on, my nose is killing me. Shit.
For the sake of the argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage. You couldn't, therefore, conclude that it happened on the day in question. Why not? There have been recreational balloon flights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition. One could have exploded on some earlier date. Unfortunate, as I'm sure you'd agree. You believe it may have been from some earlier balloon accident that predates the exhibition?
Si, exactamente. As the senor says, it is not from one of my balloons. Clearly, this little ragazzo from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw.
Excuse me!
Is something wrong, Master Dots? It's Master Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund Ornstein! It was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, something is very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon there. I swear it over Bohemia. You can speak as much bad language as you like, but it changes nothing. Coin?
Oh, okay.
If you do not have evidence, ragazzo, then I must tell your parents to punish you, eh?
Perhaps we'll let the judge decide when it comes to punishments.
Evidence? What is this evidence? To give a simple example, young man, a photograph, for example, some tangible proof of what you claim. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I have the photograph here. Good gracious. What? I had not been in a balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. Bro, Gina is like horrified. Oh, he does just let go of the balloon. I took lots and lots of photographs. Of the Crystal Tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the streets of London, of the hot heel cellar, of the balloon. And the instantaneous kinesis experiment. Did you take a picture of that? Yeah, one picture. Really? You did take one? God's raising the camera like a fucking Isaac item? So fucking true! But all I wanted was a ride in the balloon. I was not interested in boring experiments. Never mind that. Can you show us that photograph? Of course. Then you will see. You will see that I am not lying. That I did see a green balloon. It's in black and white. It's not very helpful. Well, I see you are all too shocked to speak. Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man. Yeah, perhaps you cannot see that it was a green balloon from this photograph, but... He just let go. But that is not my fault. That is the fault of the stupid person who made the camera. It's so funny, eh? He fucking cries in Bohemian. Oh, that's so fucking funny. That is one very Bohemian sounding cry. Very well. The court will accept this photograph as evidence. Fucking cries in Bohemian. Oh my god. It's not my fault. It's the fault of the person who made the camera. So there's the levers, here's the... Okay. So man's is like stiff and stanced up right here. He is all stiff and stanced. There is a random fucking streak through the sky. Okay, I guess no one is going to mention the fact that some random fuck ass, like in the middle of nowhere, just shot the damn balloon out of the sky, I guess. Also, the balloon is empty. Okay. Well, there goes the fell from the balloon theory. Maybe. Well, never mind. I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful sepia memories to take home with you. In any case, when exactly did you take that photograph? Well, it was on the day of the big explosion. You don't say. When I pressed the shutter release, there was this very loud bang, and a hot wind rushed over my face. That means this photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred. Well, if you ask... shit. Well, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes nothing. I could not give the flying fig. Lovely language you've picked up. As I thought, Mr. Loon's testimony just doesn't quite add up. He just goes back to instant mauled. The young Bohemian boy claims to have seen another fourth balloon, when Mr. Loon vehemently denies the possibility. And it's hard to imagine the man in charge could be mistaken about the number that were in the air. Still, this inconsistency must tell us something, I'm sure. As I said, Balthazar Luna is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe! Oh yeah, because the balloon's empty. Yeah. Unfortunately, the photograph Master Gotts took can't tell us the color of the balloon, but it can tell us something else, something crucially important. What? It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers. Oh, my goodness, you're right. But surely all the balloons would have been carrying passengers. There'd be no sense in it otherwise.
Wait, hold on. Okay, if there's no one like piloting the balloon, then how the fuck do you get it down from the sky? Do you shoot it down? Huh. Wait, yeah, if it's a runaway balloon, then yeah, you can't take it down. Unless it's secured by a rope. But it doesn't seem to be secured by a rope. Oh, so did they actually just shoot it down? Is this a fucking crossbow? Oh my god, this is a fucking crossbow. Yeah, it's a folded up crossbow because like this would like go... Oh my god, they literally just shot the fucking balloon out of the sky. Okay. Turn the lever. Turn the lever. Turn the lever. Alright, turn the lever. It's not interactable. It's not interactable. Oh. There's some sort of lever here. They just shot it out of the fucking sky. Looks like a cross between a bow and a gun. A bow gun! I think it's probably used for the same thing, too. Wow. So they just shot the fucking thing out of the sky. Okay. Very interesting. So what? Next thing they're gonna tell me is that, like, they shot, like, he dropped his fucking screwdriver and they shot the screwdriver like a fucking crossbow bolt. Smile. Yeah, they deadass just shot the thing out of the fucking air. And yeah, it's not secured by a rope. So the literal only thing you can do is just shoot the fucking thing down. That's so funny. See. They are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers. Which tells us that the pictured balloon isn't one of them. So when the incident occurred that day, there was a fourth balloon in the skies above the experimentation stage, with no fucking music to back up this point. The mysterious... Oh, there it is. I know nothing. Niente. I can tell you only one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine. Yo, he's getting heated. Look at that balloon.
Objection!
There are illegal tradesmen everywhere you care to look. Clearly, one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the Great Exhibition, and managed to operate balloon flights on Mr. Loon's patch without him realizing. See, the competition, trying to steal my profits. I did not notice because of the esperimento that went wrong on the stage. This fourth balloon exploded at the very same moment Mr. Asman was beamed from the stage below. Right, so them scraps that fell to the ground after and left them scorch marks. They didn't come from the stage at all. It was the bits of balloon raining down. Because no one was in it, it didn't get no attention. A mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers, silently floating over the experimentation stage.
Objection!
This photograph shows us nothing more. A stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader. Clearly it has nothing to do with the case. Its relevance does elude me, I must say. The court has seen sufficient evidence and heard ample testimony already. The prosecution calls for this trial to be concluded.
Cannot give less of a shit. Fucking MP4. Except the last guy.
Really? Have we got to the truth yet?
No, I can't let this opportunity slip away. The jurors' minds are made up, and not in our favor. What else can this photograph tell us? Is there nothing more we can learn from it? I mean, there's more, but I'm gonna push story mode anyway. Wow.
Objection!
Live juror number 1 reaction. So cute. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, wait. Please don't give your decisions yet. The photograph from Mr. Gotts may well be hiding one more vital clue.
What's that?
A vital clue.
Objection!
Yo, that guy was flabbergasted.
We're well past the point of mere possibilities. It's time for definitives now, so tell the court. What exactly does this alleged clue in the photograph prove? Cause of the explosion, but I'm gonna hit F anyway. Wow. We can reasonably assume that the pictured balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion.
He looked exactly like the guy, like the meme picture, you know, the guy with the hands on the back of his head. Dude, that's it. Like, that's what I meant. Like, dude was flabbergasted. Alright, that's the next thumbnail.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was not my fault.
Evidently. Because the birdcage from the kinesis machine materialized in the sky where it had been flying. Namely, telefragging. And the balloon, being filled with flammable hydrogen, instantly and explosively ignited. No, that's not what happened. What?
I'm surprised you ended up not hating gods. I just assumed you would go children back. I mean, like, this is like the funny one because he just says dumb shit. He's rich, by the way.
It would appear this photograph requires closer examination. For example, the literal fucking streak along the photograph. What could this possibly mean?
Surely, you don't mean that this actually has any fucking significance.
Counsel for the defense, you will highlight the location of this alleged clue in the photograph for the court. Of course, my lord.
If you look closely, it's plain enough to see, and what's shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have. In a way, it leads to an unbelievable conclusion. The clue that heavily suggests the real reason the balloon exploded is, right here, but I'm gonna push story mode. Fuck you.
Take that!
You saw him and instantly said, "Tiny German boy, don't go into the weed cave." I mean, to be fair, what other thought would go through my head? What other option, what other thoughts could I possibly have? There is none. None at all. Impossible. The timing of this photograph can only be described as miraculous, and the timing of me ending the stream can only be described as infuriating. Yeah, I think that's like, you know, where I'm gonna call it there. I definitely expect, like, more investigate. Like, I'm probably, like, right at the end of the trial, but fuck it. Too much work. It's hot as hell in the stuffy-ass, fucky-ass room. Is that the Grim Reaper? I don't know where that fucking video came from. I thought it was, like, the dumbest fucking video. And then I watched it 4 times because people kept reposting it. And then all of a sudden, it was the funniest fucking thing to me. It is hot as hell in this stuffy ass, fucky ass room. It's at the Grim Reaper. It's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. That video fucking lives rent free in my head. I have to be there for investigation too. I mean, you're probably gonna be there. But yeah. Thanks for watching the stream. Have a good night. I should have gone to bed 30 minutes ago. It is hot as hell in the stuffy ass, fucky ass room. And that's the Grim Reaper. Goodbye, gamers.